unlike any other. The Cotton Bowl cut in half. 50% crimson, 50% burnt orange. The Sooners and the Longhorns have played here since 1932. Today they battle for the golden hat and bragging rights, and the outcome of this game can echo for a long time. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Sooners will kick it away and get this game going. Turn begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense making their way on the field today. Here we go. This is fun. An atmosphere unlike any other in the middle of a state fair. It's crimson and cream against the burnt orange.
And Chris, for people who've never been here to watch this, you're right. We're right in the middle of the Texas State Fair. Big Texas out there. We got corn dogs. We got fried, any kind of food you can imagine. This is one of the best settings there is in college football.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. Remember, the last time they played, Texas squeaked out a close one. That was a painful one for the Sooner Nation.
You know, Chris, to me, Texas and OU is one of those rivalries that just goes back and forth. And
lofting it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they went and grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just ran away from the defense. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Sooners offense out there for their first possession. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety is going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it, enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack.
And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Dropping back, it's Smith. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. A handoff from the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Longhorns keep the football on the move. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down there.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
The game makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They'll pass him the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle, but first down.
Well, Chris, they get the first down here, and I got to be honest, a little bit surprised by the softer coverage by that corner. I thought he'd be a little bit tighter and are closer to the sticks, especially on a fourth down play. But give them the conversion, and they keep this drive alive.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And a drive that just won't end. It's third down and long.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area, expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Keeping it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Quarterback drops back, looking for the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A fourth down completion to the running back.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? On the run here. Lets it go. Short pass finds the tight end. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch is made, room to run here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns have first and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. This defense reeling after giving up that big play responds immediately with a sack.
Yeah, on the previous play, the offensive line did their job. They held up. Nice job in pass protection to give the quarterback time to make the throw. The very next play, the defense has had enough. This time, they win the battle up front and get to that quarterback and come up with that sack.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they pick up the first on the ground. Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
The back's got it on the pitch. Fights his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
PAT gives them a 10-point lead, 17-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Running out of time in the pocket. Runs right over the defender. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw yet again. On the run, he'll let it go. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Sooners moving quickly down the field here. And now the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. No huddle now for the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open, he just has to throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on the 1st and goal, and you throw throw it. Why not run the football right there?
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Can you say methodical? Marathon march crew just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. The Sooners come up to the line in a hurry-up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw it again. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Finding space at the 20. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
We go with a direct snap. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PNC is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Back to pass. It's Smith. He's running out of time here. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of his quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He drew a pick 6 in the last possession. We'll try to run it with the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here. It'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Football comes out. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead. It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into the second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Turn begins inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. He hands it off from the gun. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off for some nice positive yards.
We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. We stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. To throw, it's Smith. Finds his man. Has the first down. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1 yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And the call is a quarterback sneak. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They stop him right at the 24.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here comes a handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Boy, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the Sooners are in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the Sooners are starting to flex and pull away, Kirk, getting closer to putting on that golden hat.
What a day for these Oklahoma Sooners. Boy, it's a game you just dream about. A rivalry game against Texas here in Dallas. The only thing you worry about are old Boomer and Sooner out there working as hard as they had to work this afternoon.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show and a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Escapes the pocket. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
A sack makes it second down and forever. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick? That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
Gets the ball on as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has got hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
He'll take a deep shot. The deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. A stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. You keep working that clock.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
And it's a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Turner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Gets into space at the 50. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here, and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. And now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And they'll kick it away here. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Dropping back, it's Smith. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Longhorns. It was a foot race and he won it.
That's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Off the play fake on first down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second and long now from their own 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's trouble. The ball is knocked loose in the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession. So up to the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20.
Returner is tackled down at the 43. And your Texas Longhorns will take over.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas. He'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already...
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking right, this one caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Well, this is what you see all over college. Obviously, in the NFL, these tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance?
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down, but he does.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. You just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And this pass is on target, caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here we go, crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks.
To the air, it's Smith. Tries to get it to the running back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. This is the 6th play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The Longhorns looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Receiver makes the grab.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns, to take the lead in the final minute.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And they're trying to punch it in here. He'll run it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his target. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Second down, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with the first down.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will tie it. Looks like we're headed for overtime.
And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? On first and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Here's a first and 10 play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So a field goal attempt coming up now. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And his kick is good. Knocks it through again, and this one wins the game. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.